It is such an honor to share this space with you all today. International Meditation Day is something that's very special to me, and Sabrina and I are going to share a bit why. But it's such an honor too to be with my co-host Sabrina today, a dear friend, and also the person who introduced me to meditation. So it's very cyclical that we can be doing this event together. Today, we're going to be talking a little about Sabrina and I, some of our stories with meditation, how it's transformed our life. Then we're going to talk a little about the past year, the upcoming year, get into some journaling, some light breath work, and then end in a visualization meditation. So I think it's a real treat, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today. And without further ado, I think we can go ahead and get started. Okay. Here's our little overview of what we'll be doing, what I kind of went through a second ago. And then, yeah, Sabrina, do you want to kick it off with a little about meditation and how it's impacted your life?
Yeah. When Ashlyn asked me to write this, it was kind of a challenge to figure out how meditation fell into my life and where it led me. But I guess I came up with something that kind of flowed. But I guess meditation entered my life at a time when anxiety was pretty constant. There was always a voice in the back of my head telling me that I wasn't pretty enough, wasn't smart enough, not worthy enough. I felt like I had to control everything in my life, because I felt like it was the only way I would be okay. And then I heard Dr. Joe Dispenza on a podcast, and what hooked me wasn't just the meditation, but it was the science behind why meditation actually works. For the first time, it felt like it was practical and doable, and not just like abstract or woo-woo. When I first started meditating, it felt impossible. My mind was loud. It kept telling me that I was bad at this. I should probably just quit. But I kept going back to the science behind why it actually works. So I eventually went to one of Dr. Joe's week-long retreats, and that's where things really shifted. I realized that meditation wasn't really about stopping your thoughts. It was about coming home to your true self, to the divine creators that we all are. What surprised me the most was how connected I felt during those meditations to something bigger, but also just to other people and to life itself. And over time, my inner critic got quieter. It didn't just disappear. It didn't disappear, but it stopped running my life. And today, meditation helps me surrender control and trust that there's a bigger plan than my anxious mind tries to create. That's why I believe so deeply in this powerful practice, because that is so simple, but it's changed my life so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Sabrina, for sharing.
Yeah.
And I just mentioned a second ago, but my story really happened about 5 years ago. I was in a span of maybe 5 to 7 years of it just felt like no matter what I wanted to do or try to do, how many times I pushed myself up, something kept pushing me down. I had 5 concussions, knee injuries, surgeries, bad work environments, thing after thing. And I was towards the end of this challenging state, and it was during COVID. I was in a meeting online. I dropped a pen, just twisted to pick it up, and I heard a pop. And my labrum and my hip completely hurt. It popped. And I was like, there's no way this is going to be an injury. I'm sure I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be fine. And I wasn't able to sleep through the night. I woke up the next day, I couldn't walk. And so I went back to the sports medicine doctor that knew me very well. I had the nurses' info on speed dial, and I called them, and I had just that week before received a 7-year dream to get a Fulbright scholarship to move to Bordeaux, France. I was so excited about it. And they told me, Ashlyn, you're not going to be able to go to France. If you do, you're going to have to get a hip replacement. Then you're going to get that replaced in 5 to 10 years. And I was so devastated. I was at such a low, this whole dream. I wasn't doing anything. I just picked up a pen. It felt so unfair. I was so angry about it. And Sabrina actually sent me a meditation from Joe Dispenza. It was a visualization meditation. And I started doing it every day. I visualized myself being in France, but not just generally. I was the sound of my feet hitting the cobblestone as I was walking, the feeling I was going to have when I was going to be healthy there. And I really believed for the first time that things would be okay. So interestingly enough, I ended up needing very little physical therapy. I never needed the surgery. And as some of you guys know, I was able to move to France and live there for multiple years, and I've never had a hip injury since. So meditation has such an important role in my life. It's really impacted me and transformed me, and I believe it has the power to heal. And as Sabrina mentioned, it can be really challenging and our mind wanders, but no matter where you're at, I believe it really has something for you. And I know there's a lot of people similarly to me that have had very transformational experiences. So I'm kind of on that note with my story. I would love if people could drop in the chat if you've ever meditated before, a little about like your background experience with meditation. If this is your first time, 100th time, never heard of it, just to kind of get a feel for the room.
I only have a few times at the yoga temple in France at the end of our yoga session. It's only like 15 minutes, and I struggle a lot with it for now.
Okay, so, yeah. So a little experience, and Christina's done some on YouTube. Kyle has meditated all day, so he's setting the bar up high. Uh, Different experience. That's great to see. And also, I think Christine, you might have. I'm not sure if you caught in, but we do have some people from all around. We have people from Canada and Ireland, the West Coast, Nevada, all around. So we have quite an international crew. And let's see, we also a few years, sometimes consistent, sometimes not, guided and self-guided. And Lori, is that you?
It is. It is me.
I thought so. I wasn't sure. Awesome. Thank you guys for all the input. It's really nice to see everyone's experience.
So as we all know, we're moving into a new year. Before we begin journaling, I want to take a moment to acknowledge this transition that we're in. So in the Chinese calendar, 2025 was the year of the snake, a year that invited shedding, of letting go of old identities, patterns, and attachments. For many of us, this year asked for surrender, for acceptance, and the courage to release what no longer fits. And as uncomfortable as that may be, shedding creates space. And we're now stepping into the new year of the energy of the horse, a year that carries very different energy. This year is all about forward movement, about confidence and freedom, expansion. It's about rising with clarity and alignment with what feels purposeful and true. This transition isn't about forcing change, it's about recognizing what you've already outgrown and allowing yourself to move forward lighter, clearer, and more aligned. As we move into journaling, let this moment be of reflection. Do you guys have journals with you? All right. So the first thing we're going to journal about is, what are you ready to release from this past year? What are some patterns, some fears, thoughts, habits, or beliefs that don't belong in your future anymore?
Okay, and now that we've thought and reflect a little bit about what we're ready to release, our second question, a little more uplifting about what are you proud or grateful for this year, to take a little celebration of your journey, of your growth, to acknowledge your wins, the battles you fought, and take a moment to celebrate that journey.
And then the last one is, what do you desire to call in for the new year? What do you envision yourself doing for the new year? What words, feelings, goals, or identity shifts do you have in mind for you next year? And when you're ready, circle one word that captures how you want to feel next year.
Awesome. Thank you for taking that time to reflect. And for anyone new that joined us, we've gone through some stories and some light journaling. This is being recorded, so if there's anything you miss you'd like to come back to, we're happy to send that over to you guys. And different emotions can come up and surface through journaling. So part of mindfulness is just acknowledging those emotions and anything that might come up and not having to do anything with it, but just to be aware of it. We're going to do and transition into some light breath work before we get into a guided visualization. And breath work's one of the quickest ways to shift our state if we're in a stressed out place or a high alert position, to enter a rest and digest, a state of calm quickly. It's a really great accessible tool, and our breath is free. We can do it in the shower, in the car, and in a meeting. So I'm really excited to share just a few moments of this with you guys today. This is up to your level of comfort, but you can feel free to take a nice tall seat wherever you're at. And perhaps you can shut off your video if that feels more comfortable. You can leave it on, move your gaze inward, perhaps softening your gaze or shutting your eyes. And thinking of lengthening out your spine. Your head is over your heart. Your ears are over your shoulder. And we'll begin with a simple and steady breath, starting through the nose, inhaling for 5 seconds, and exhaling through the nose. Again, inhaling, trying to have smooth, slow, and even breath, and exhaling. On each inhale, let the breath feel like a gentle wave. Exhaling, moving out with gentle force. Continue on your own rhythm, knowing if your mind wanders, that's okay. Each exhale is opportunity to soften and return. And slowly let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Now we'll take a big inhale through the nose. And an open mouth sigh. It can be an audible noise, let it out. We'll do a few more of those, inhaling through the nose, bringing in your intentions for the new year, sighing out anything that no longer serves you. One more big inhale, feeling your chest rise, and exhaling, softening in your belly. Again, letting your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Noticing any sensations in your body. And we'll start now with a box breath. We'll inhale for 4 seconds, 2, 3, 4, and hold our breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, bringing in your intention, hold. Exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you, and hold. Inhaling and hold. Exhale and hold. One last inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Again, letting your body shift to its natural state, knowing that your breath's always with you. And now Sabrina will transition into our guided visualization.
All right. Begin by finding a comfortable seat. Allow your spine to grow tall, strong yet relaxed. Gently open through the chest. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Unclench the jaw. Soften the belly. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Feel steady support of the earth beneath you, holding your weight with ease. You don't need to do anything right now. Just be held. Gently turn your attention inward. Begin to notice your breath. Inhale slowly through your nose. And exhale through your mouth, releasing any tension you don't need to carry. With each breath, invite your awareness to move through your body. Relax the muscles of your face, the neck and shoulders, the chest and arms, all the way down through the hips, legs, and feet. Imagine every cell in your body softening, every muscle letting go, a deep sense of ease washing through you. Allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment, grounded, supported, and at rest. Imagine yourself standing at the threshold of a doorway. This doorway represents the new year ahead. Behind you is the past year. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of joy and growth that shaped you into who you are today. Take a moment and gently look back. Notice what you've moved through. Notice how much you've learned. Even the moments that felt heavy or uncertain, acknowledge how they strengthened you, softened you, expanded you. Bring gratitude into your heart for all of it. Nothing was wasted. Everything served you becoming. Now turn your attention to the doorway in front of you. Beyond it, a path stretches forward, softly glowing with possibility. This is not a path you have to force or figure out. It's simply unfolding one step at a time. As you step through the doorway, imagine releasing anything that no longer needs to come with you. All doubt, all fear, all self-criticism, limiting beliefs, or stories that kept you small. With each exhale, let them fall away. Notice how your body feels as you release. Lighter, more open, more available. Feel the sense of spaciousness that's created when you choose to let go.
As you continue walking down this glowing path, you notice a figure standing ahead of you. There's a sense of familiarity, a deep recognition. As you draw closer, you realize this being is you. 1 year from now. Take a moment to really see them. What do they look like? Notice their face, their eyes, their expression. How do they hold themselves? Their posture, their presence, the way they stand grounded and at ease. What energy do they embody? Confidence, peace, joy, clarity, freedom. Feel their frequency, calm, aligned, assured, and notice how it resonates with you. Now allow your future self to step closer. They have lived the year you are about to walk into. They know what's possible for you. What wisdom do they want to share? What message do you most need to hear right now? Listen, not with your mind, but with your body, and listen with your heart. Let their words land deeply. If it feels right, allow them to offer you a gift, a symbol, a word, an image, or a feeling. Something you can carry with you as an anchor. Now imagine your future self inviting you to step into them, gently allowing the two of you to merge as one. Feel yourself stepping fully into the body of this future version of you. Feel what it's like to be them. Notice the emotions you're experiencing now, the confidence in your chest, the grounded calm in your belly, the openness in your heart. How does it feel to be living inside this future you? Bring awareness to the world you chose earlier. Let that world become a vibration, a frequency. Allow that frequency to fill your entire body, from the crown of your head, down through your throat, to your heart, and to your belly, your right hip, left hip, your right leg, left leg, and feet. Let it consume every cell in your body, Let this frequency anchor your nervous system, letting your body learn what this version of you feels like. Take a few breaths here, knowing that you can return to this state anytime. This future is not ahead of you. It's already within you. Take a moment to offer gratitude to your future self for their wisdom, their courage, and for showing you what's possible. Thank them for walking ahead of you, clearing the path, and reminding you of who you are becoming. Know that every choice you make from this moment forward is already shaping that future. Bring one hand to your heart, and if it feels good, bring another to your belly. Feel the connection between where you are now and where you're going. Take a final deep breath in through the nose and a slow, full exhale through the mouth. Begin to gently invite movement back into the body, bringing awareness to your chest rising as you inhale, your belly settling to your spine as you exhale. Starting to remember and notice the room that you're within, the chair or ground that you're sitting upon. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes and notice the space around you. And when you're ready, you can gently and softly begin to open your eyes, carrying this energy, this intention, and the sense of trust with you into the rest of your day. And if you'd like to take a moment, if you had any vision, anything you'd like to remember, go ahead and come back to your journal and write down an intention, an insight, maybe something a higher self or a future self told you that you want to hold dear and close to your heart as we prepare for this new year. And I invite everyone, if you would like to say a word of how you're feeling now, or if it's inspiration or calm or excitement for the new year or joy of releasing, you can feel free to drop something in the chat. Or if anyone has anything really profound they'd like to share, you can feel free to share that with the group as well. Okay. So calm, excited for the new year, for everyone, for growth. Awesome. Very relaxed. Well, thank you guys for joining. Warmer and not as chilly, calmer. Wonderful. I truly believe in my heart 2026 is going to be an incredible year. And let's see, David, starting the new year, important. It's a great start to the start right for the new year. I really believe that too. And sometimes it doesn't have to be an hour session. Self-care and taking this time to set intentions for ourselves can be something that's small. You can always come to your journal. You can always take a few breaths. But slowing down can help us really reach higher insights, which can save us a lot of time and energy in the long way to make sure we're in our purpose and what feels right to our heart and on our path. So I want to honor everyone's time, and I'm happy to stay on with Sabrina if anyone wants to chat or share anything after. But just in closing, we want to share a little quote that some of my mentors share often in our breathwork classes, where your mind flows, your prana goes. And it's really important. Our minds are so powerful, as some of what Sabrina and I have shared, and even seeing your reactions now. And I hope you guys feel empowered to know that you can be in control of your mind and you can bring whatever you want into your life. And it just starts here. It starts with a few breaths. It starts with intention setting. And I believe in all of you guys. And I thank you for joining. Sabrina, do you have any words you'd like to say?
Thank you guys for joining us. This was really special. For me, it's like the first time I've ever done anything online like this, leading a meditation. But yeah, it was really good to see all you guys and meet some of you. But yeah, I hope 2026 is the best year for everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for taking your time out of your day to come be with us.
Oh, it's so good to see all these faces. Yeah, if anyone wants to stay on and chat, you're welcome to. If you guys want to get on with your day, please feel free. But it's an honor and it's a pleasure. And happy 2026, a little early.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Joyeux Noël.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
It's good to see you, Maeva.
Yeah. You too.
Thank you guys. This was awesome.
Oh, thank you, Christina. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
It's so special to get so many people around the world together to do something like this.
It is nice. Yeah, I like the vision of just thinking of how many communities and their groups of friends all celebrating today and sending that love, that positivity, whatever it is, outward. I really believe in that ripple effect and how powerful we all are united. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder about how powerful our minds are.
So easy to forget.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So easy to use it in the wrong direction, too, to ruminate and focus on things that don't serve us. And so it's one of those things that's not, you do something once and you're the best meditator on earth. I often have my mind wander and my mind go to places it shouldn't. And I think often for me, it's just having that realization and that awareness of what's happening so I can bring myself back to baseline or homeostasis. And I feel from more practices such as breathwork, yoga, meditation, doing this on a daily basis for me, I've been able to be a lot less reactive, more intentional, and have that clarity and that space to be intentional about what I want to do.
Well said, Sash.
How are you doing, Mary?
I'm doing great. I have a hard time sitting still, so I was kind of doing like a mirror visualization. And so like a new look, and it's like my new look. And then I put this necklace on. So this necklace is like my symbol that like I'm the sun, there's love, there's light. And just like welcoming that in again. So this is gonna be my necklace for 2026.
Beautiful necklace.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is great. I loved being here with everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we love having you. Thanks for joining. What about you, Anne-Marie? Are you ready to go to bed now?
You know what? I'm going to have a brief nap because I felt like I couldn't before because I was too wound up from town, but now I feel like I can. So I'm going to go and like have a 30-minute nap and like chill. My cat is now napping, so meditation definitely worked on the cat.